presented now, or if there is something that you would like to ask her. Two things that I actually felt personally was, one was, we keep saying that, education has changed and so much has changed and teachers need to change. We need to move with technology, but this needs to be translated into our classrooms. We know hundreds of tools that are available to us, but if we are not able to take it into our classrooms, it's not going to help us and it's not going to help our children. So depending upon, like, there were a lot of tools that was discussed today. At least one tool, if you could take, try and implement it in your classroom, it will give you the confidence to try another tool. And as Meenu ma'am said, and as everybody else is saying, that nobody is going to replace us. But definitely, if we do not move with the times, if we do not change and upgrade and update with the time, we will soon be obsolete. We will not be able to teach our children because they are moving at a faster pace than us. So ChatGPT 4 is actually a paid version, I think $24 or $15 a month, something like that. But ChatGPT 3 actually does a lot of things for us. So if we learn, I was attending a 7-day workshop based on a national 7-day workshop based on chat GPT and AI. So in that workshop also, what they were saying, that prompting is very important, how you prompt the chat GPT. It's called prompt engineering. The engineering word is not related to the real engineering, but it's like how you put in your queries across. That is what is meant by prompt engineering over there. So if we are able to try out different things in ChatGPT, in the beginning, Amrita ma'am was asking that that book has only 3 chapters for grade 12. But if you want to generate content based on that particular topic, there were many tools that was discussed today. And even with ChatGPT, you can generate a lot of content that can be shared with the children. So the forum is open to anyone who would like to ask questions, anything that you're finding it difficult in your AI classrooms. You could ask there. I think I see a few familiar names also who've been with us for the last 2 years. So anybody who is equipped to handle your question would handle it for you. Anyone who has a question, please, you can
Yes.
unmute. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Thank you so much, Meenu ma'am, for this wonderful session, and thank you so much, Shibi ma'am. You have been such a pillar of support for all new AI teachers like me, teaching 11 and 12. God bless all of you. So so I made this PPT for Unit 2 of Grade 12 AI, which is AI Model Life Cycle. So I'm gonna be teaching that soon to my class boys. So I was just thinking, the PPT is ready. So if that PPT, if I can convert that into a video. So you were telling that using Steve.ai we can convert text to animation, right? So
Yeah,
PPT
yeah.
also we can do
No,
that.
not right now. Not right now. You have to take the text from the PPT. So probably
Mm.
you can, take the text and generate it into a Word document, and then from the Word document you can, convert it into a video.
Okay.
What about PPT can be converted to video using Canva?
Yeah, but again, she'll has to present it online, so you can't download it. Yeah.
No, but
Okay.
Canva, if you have an education account, you can download.
Okay, yeah, you have to
Yeah,
pay for
ma'am.
it now. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have
No,
to
no,
pay for it.
it's no, no, ma'am. Education account is not a paid version.
Okay,
It's a free
okay.
version. So if you have a Canva education account, you can actually convert your presentations to video, which is an MP4 format, and you can download it. You can do it.
Canva education version.
Yes, Canva's education version. I
Or
had
even I have
actually
this
tried
the PDF
with.
file of the grade 12 CBSE textbook that we can convert it to Word, and then from Word we can go to use Steve.ai and make a video, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, that
yeah,
can be done.
that can be done. I would suggest try that, because personally, I do not like to teach using PowerPoints, because what happens is students do not read the book, they go through the PowerPoint. So, and that, loses the entire importance of that particular
Textbook.
subject, because in the board exam, each and every line, and since we have just 3 chapters, so each and every line of the handbook is important.
Right.
So I would suggest that I think you can take this step, convert the content of the
Handbook.
PDF of the handbook into Word,
Mm.
and then take it to steve.ai and create small videos. You are teaching the topic also, and you're using the language of the book.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Monica ma'am, you can ask.
Good evening, Shivi ma'am. Good evening, Meenu ma'am, and everybody. It
Good
was a
evening.
pleasure attending this session. First of all, thank you to both of you for making empowering us rather. Now, ma'am, my query is that I am not very good at using Chat GPT. Can we have a session on any day on Chat GPT?
Done. We will have one. We will have one. I just attended a 7-day workshop on
Yeah.
ChatGPT where they covered it extensively.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
let
Yes,
me
ma'am.
let me see. And Meenu ma'am, you can also join, and anybody else who's been working with ChatGPT and who can give inputs to that. I
Yeah.
don't think it has to be just one person taking a session. I've always mentioned this in all the sessions of AI teacher community, and that is what we've been following also, that anybody who feels that they have something to provide an input, they are free to give their input. So we will definitely think of having a session on ChatGPT for AI teacher community.
Yes,
We will
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
talk.
Thank you. Wonderful being a part of this group. Wonderful.
It's so good to
Thank
see
you.
you all after so many months, I believe. I think the last session
Yes,
we had was on September, somewhere in 25th September, we had the 20th session, and this is the 21st session that we are
right.
having. Unfortunately, many of them were not able to join because of some technical glitch, but that's okay. We'll be sharing this recording with all of you so that all of you can refer it. And
Yes,
the AI teacher community, for all the new teachers who have joined us, there are a lot of videos right from, I remember Meenu ma'am had taken how to take grade 11 AI, and how to take grade 12 AI. That's what she started off with. Then there was Smita who took a session on how to take systematically, how to take grade 11 and 12th AI. Then there was Divya who took session, Venkat sir who took session. There were so many, Raksha ma'am who took session. There were so many people who had come forward and took sessions on AI teacher community. So all those who have joined us recently, please watch those videos, go through those videos. And in the group also, if you have any queries, you could just put it, as in when anybody is equipped to answer that question, they would be sharing the answers with you. Yes, Rupa ma'am, yes, please go ahead.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Ma'am, actually, I would like to thank Meenu ma'am because I have used Meenu ma'am's resource so much to show my students how a project need to be done, how using teachable machines, how to do. So Meenu ma'am, a big thank you to you, and Shiba ma'am. I'm so thankful to you as well because I've been attending sessions throughout, whichever you've been taken. Yes, I would have missed of 5 of them out of 21, but I have been there. And ma'am, how do we know? You told you have attended a 7 day session. How would we know if you want to attend the same?
Okay, this had come up on a social media through a common friend, and I had shared it in my wall both in Facebook and LinkedIn. But I do not know if I shared it. I think I missed out in the AI teacher community. I did not share it. So next time something like this comes up, I'll share it in the teacher community as well. But for those of you who have an account in LinkedIn or Facebook, I am there in the name of Shibi Anand itself. I think we should follow each other professionally.
Yes,
It's
ma'am.
very
Yes, ma'am.
important. Please follow each other professionally. And there is one living example right in front of you who says that collaboration is the best way to learn. Okay, so please learn from each other. uh, there are a lot of the times where we are wrong and we are not doing things in the right way. So somebody who has done it in the right way can actually help us in correcting our mistakes. So we should be open to learning, open to correcting our mistakes, and all of us are learners. All of us. Last 2 years, we've been learning. We've been on the path of learning of how to bring AI to classrooms in a most effective way. And I'm so grateful to each and every educator who is in this AI teacher community for respecting the rules and etiquettes of that group and keeping the sanctity of the group and talking only about AI. So that way, that group remains for that purpose. And that's impossible without you. An admin cannot do anything if the members are not cooperative. And an admin is just an admin. Okay, that person is not it's not an extraordinary thing to be an admin of an WhatsApp group. It's an added responsibility. So everybody, if you are there on LinkedIn, if you're not there on LinkedIn, I strongly suggest please make an account on LinkedIn. It's not just the fellow educators that you get connected to, you will get connected to the industry experts also. I remember Meenu ma'am, there were 3 4 professors were connected to us from the LinkedIn. They connected to me through LinkedIn. They came to the community and they took session for us. So
I
and
think
suppose
storytelling session was done by you. Then I think
right.
dialogue flow chatbot was also done by
Right,
you.
right. And also, there were these peoples who were heading organizations based on AI, and they were willing to come and talk to us. So if you have any doubts, you could actually ask the people who are working in the industry, and that's very important to bridge the gap between the school and the working space is very important. So please go ahead. If you do not have a LinkedIn account, please open a LinkedIn account. If you have a LinkedIn account, search for each other and follow each other. So that's one great way of learning from each other as well. So any other
I
questions
totally
that
I totally agree, ma'am. It would be of great help because if you're the main source of connectivity over there, we connect to you and then we get in connected to everybody else. It would be nice if you just give us your LinkedIn account and we just get
definitely
connected from
you
there.
could just search Shibi Anand. It's just based on my name only. It's Shibi Anand. And I always feel quite grateful to the fact that I'm always connected to the right people at the right time. It just happens to me that I just get connected to the right people at the right time. I was thinking about, like, we are not having a session from many months. And I really wanted to have one session. And suddenly one evening, there is a message in my inbox. Meenu ma'am asked me, can we do a session on, leveraging AI tools in classrooms? So it's just a matter of our energy. It's just a matter of, aspiring something that you really want. And this community of teachers has been specially kept for the welfare of the teacher community. Who are specifically dealing with artificial intelligence. Now, I think there are teachers who are facing challenges with data science, Meenu ma'am. So I
Yes,
think
ma'am.
we should also do something related to that. We will also pick up data science also. In the same community, we will handhold teachers of data science also, and we'll see how best we can help teachers who are taking the data science for the first time in the different classes. We'll do that. So this
Thank
is
you so
what
much,
we
ma'am.
want.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much, ma'am. And Meenu, ma'am, you were a great help during our exam on AI. My God, we had so many questions and you had so much of patience to give us the answers for the question and even correct when the question answers were wrong from our side. So thanks to both of you all and thank you to all the teachers who are putting up their doubts also
yeah.
across. Thank you, ma'am.
One request I have is that please pass it forward.
Sure,
Okay,
ma'am. We are doing in
please
the
pass
form
it
of
forward.
students.
Yes, please pass it forward to the next group of teachers, handhold them,
Yeah.
help them, prepare them. All of us are in this together. So Meenu ma'am has handholded us. Now we are handholding other people. Those teachers would handhold the other set of people, and that's how we will build a community of teachers. So never
Yes.
hesitate in helping someone else out, and never hesitate in giving away what you know, because when you give what you know, you'll search for more because you've already shared what you know. So you need to find out more, right? So you will
Yes,
keep
ma'am.
searching for more, you learn more. So that way all of us will grow. Yeah, thank you so much, Poonam ma'am,
Thank you,
for
ma'am. Thank you,
switching
ma'am.
on that video. We could see you.
I
And ma'am, what
actually
is the mode of sharing the recording?
Every time she is ready to help. Really, really thankful to Meenu ma'am because I was teaching last year first time AI in grade 11 and 12. So she was very helpful. Whenever I called, she was ready to help. Thank you so much, Meenu ma'am, and always be there for us. Thank you.
Yes. So
Thank you so
thank
much. Thank you so much. This, motivates me a lot. And Shivi, this is one thing I must tell you since I've traveled now to various places or even online. teachers, they are waiting to learn new things. And it
Right.
really, really, there's something like a motivation. Sometimes you meet such teachers, they don't just want to learn, and you get so demotivated. Ki ye kya hai? They don't want to learn something new. And then you travel and you go to this small place, Badlapur, and I had heard about the movie and I had not heard about this place. And I went there. The teachers, it was very hot that time in Mumbai, and they had this new computer lab set up, and they had just one green board. There was no AC, but they were all sitting there and they said, ma'am, we want to learn. And I was teaching them Python. This was not AI. And they gave me the board. They said, ma'am, sorry, we have just the board. I told them, let me start a Zoom meeting, I will show it to you. They said, no ma'am, you're teaching so well on the blackboard, the green board, that we want to learn it like that, like small children. And they sat through for 2 hours, and it was really hot, but they sat through. And I was so like, I was doing it after so many years. I taught on the green board writing. We use the projector in Delhi now. We
Right,
have
right.
internet connections and so much. After a long, long time, I was using the green board, and I, as a teacher, also felt so satisfied that day. It was so
Absolutely.
gratifying that, there are some teachers still there who want to learn, who want to move ahead in life. So this is so, so nice and so, so motivating. So
Right.
please do keep learning. This is my only request. Keep learning. The minute you stop learning, I think, for me, it is like death, because then you're not open to new things. And
Right.
like my husband always says, behti hawa bano, ek room mein hawa bhi usme bhi sadan aa jati hai. So he says that. So he always keeps motivating me also, like, बहती हवा बनो, बहता पानी बनो. नहीं तो खड़े पानी में भी सड़न आ जाती है, तो बहती हवा बनो, बहता पानी बनो. So
Let's
I would
take that.
request that only.
Yes, let's take that as a motto. I 100% agree to Meenu ma'am. Like when I was traveling for work and for training for teachers, I used to go to these remote places in remote schools where there were bare minimum, infrastructure. But those teachers are so open to learning. They're so willing to come forward and learn new things that you really put your best. I remember taking a session just for 8 teachers from the morning 9 to 2 o'clock without taking a break. They didn't want a break. I didn't take a break. We didn't even took a washroom break. We started at 9 and we ended at 2 o'clock, and we were also glued to learning. So this is the attitude of learning. Remain open to learning. Has anybody? Yeah, Amrita ma'am, have you raised your hand again? You want to ask something?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Ma'am, actually, the Indian High School is the first school in the Dubai to introduce AI in grade 11 and 12. And I feel good, that we are one of the pioneers in this growing field. And it's only with the help of your YouTube videos. And I was lucky enough to be selected for the CBSE training
Very
given in collaboration with IBM. So those trainings and Shibi ma'am's videos, Meenu ma'am's videos, and being part of the AI teacher committee, all this really helped me because this is a first school in Dubai to introduce AI for 11 and 12. So I just have one doubt, ma'am. Now, my class boys, the commerce boys, they have selected the capstone project topics, and they have told me their team members' role. They're all very smart boys, and they have chosen like topics like car price prediction or stock market prediction, and they said they're going to do it using Python, but they have no prior Python knowledge. They said they confidently themselves told me that no, ma'am, we will learn and we will do it. Now, sometimes what happens is towards the end of the project, sometimes if they don't get the coding right or something, what the habit of these boys is they will used to send me screenshots of their doubts. Now, my question is, I'm a computer science teacher. The Python that I was teaching in computer science is entirely different from the Python used in regression and prediction. Now, and also in 11 and 12, we are not teaching them coding. So the boys are doing the coding on their own. Now, if they send me doubts, how will I clear it?
This, you don't have a choice. You have to sit and study the ML part of Python. I've also done it. I teach it also to my students. So you will have to sit and study the ML part where it is using. If you have not to you like for me, I did not do IP. I'm not teaching IP. I'm teaching only CS. So you have to learn the what do you call it, the pandas and the NumPy. So that portion you'll have to learn.
All that is
NumPy is not
available
that
through
difficult.
YouTube
So you,
videos. All we can learn, ma'am. From what
no,
sources
no,
can I?
this you'll have to search on the net.
Mhm,
Get in touch with me, Amrita. Let me see if I have something, because
mhm,
I
Yeah.
had taught before holidays. So let
mhm,
me see if my students have something. So I'll share it with you. Otherwise, at least I'll be able to share the websites from where I did the learning part.
Right. And also the teachers who are taking the IP, if your school has offering IP,
mhm.
they actually take NumPy and Pandas. So
Ha,
you
Okay.
can
ha.
actually learn from them the NumPy and Pandas, and there are plenty of resources available
Yeah.
on the net, which would help you to learn those NumPys and Pandas. And
Uh-huh.
ML part of it, maybe Minu ma'am can help out in finding out specifically ML part of where
Mhm.
to get the resources to learn that. So if you do that, and in case if you get stuck, you can share it in the group. If there is somebody who knows something about that code, will help you out.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
The entire code is available on the net, so
Huh.
you have to go, stepwise. Go
Okay.
stepwise. It gives the explanation also. I Let me
Mhm.
look for that, website. I will share the link of the website with you. I learned through that. There is one book that I purchased, so I just went through the book once. I did not have to read it completely, because once you go through it, you'll understand what
Okay.
we've already done so much of Python. You'll be able to
Mm.
pick it up quickly. So I'll share both the name of the book as well as the website link with you.
Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am. May God bless you all.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I think that is what keeps us going, Meenu ma'am, right? The blessings and the
Yes, yes.
wishes of all the teachers out there is what keeps us motivated and what keeps us going. So thank you so much for joining us this evening. It was a working day for all of us out there, but still, I saw Meenu ma'am, after school coming, freshening up and sitting in front of the computer, and again taking the session for us. And all of you who have joined us today after your heavy day of work at school or whichever place of work you are. So we will be soon sharing the recording, and Meenu ma'am said she'll be sharing the presentations with you. We've always been having an open policy of sharing whatever resources what that we have very generously with the teachers. Please use that. And in case if there is any issues, you can always reach out in the group. And regarding the session on ChatGPT, we will see when we can organize that. This month, I'm traveling a bit. This month and next month, I'm traveling a bit, but I'll see wherever we are able to take a slot, we will be putting a slot of, and we'll take a session on ChatGPT. So thank you.